Hey Virgo, let's see what's going on in your love life. This is a tarot love reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and for any of you lovely cross watchers dealing with a Virgo romantically. Now, please keep in mind, it is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate. You are always welcome here on my channel, Virgo, to take what works and leave the rest. Just a quick reminder that if you would like to get a personal reading, I do offer those through Etsy, and the link is in the description box below the video. So we're going to jump right into it, and we're going to see what could be coming toward you in love. First message coming out today for Virgo, we have got the Ace of Pentacles. That's a really lovely energy. So let's break down what this could indicate, Virgo. First of all, aces are about new beginnings. So this is an indicator that there's going to be some sort of new beginning or some sort of fresh start for you when it comes to love. Now, the Ace of Pentacles is also a card about stability, loyalty, and devotion. So it tends to indicate somebody who is going to prove their loyalty, demonstrate their commitment to us, somebody who wants to build security within the relationship and ultimately build a foundation. So this could be somebody who you're currently connected with, or it could be the energy of somebody new coming in. Tell me more about what could be coming toward Virgo right now, please. And then we've got the Ten of Wands. Interesting. So the Ten of Wands is a heavy energy, Virgo. You can see here that there's somebody here, they're climbing a mountain, they're feeling weighed down, they're feeling stressed out. A lot of the time, the Ten of Wands to me represents some sort of emotional baggage between two people. So within a love reading, it feels a little bit like unfinished business, and it also indicates that there's probably been some heavy stuff that happened between you and somebody, and it's not finished, it's not over. So it's very curious to me to get the Ten of Wands following the Ace of Pentacles, because it's giving a little bit more insight here into what could potentially be going on. So maybe what's happening here is that there's been some sort of tension or stress or conflict or issues with you and somebody. There's the emotional baggage represented by the Ten of Wands. There's a heaviness that's weighing on the connection. But then there's that Ace of Pentacles, which is indicating that somebody wants a fresh start, somebody wants a new beginning. So it could potentially indicate somebody here wanting to resolve an issue or fix an issue between the two of you. Tell me more, please, about what could be coming toward Virgo right now. And then the Knight of Wands, okay? So you could be dealing with a fire sign, a Leo, Aries, or a Sagittarius. I mean, the Knight of Wands is an energy of charging forward passionately. So I do think here, if this is resonating with you, Virgo, I do think there's probably been a bit of a bump in the road between you and whoever you're involved with romantically. Maybe you're with this person right now. Maybe you're currently separated. Take it if and how it connects for your situation. But I do feel like there's a desire here for a fresh start, to move past the heaviness and to charge forward. So I think that there is somebody here who's very hopeful for, the words I'm getting are hopeful for a do-over, right? Let's do things right. Let's do things again. Let's fix things. So there's a sense of like wanting to fix things. There's a sense of wanting to come in and repair whatever heaviness has been weighing on the relationship. So that's what I see for the overall vibe today. So I'm very curious to see how this plays out specifically in the tarot. So we're going to look at this person, Virgo. We're going to look at their overall energy, what they could be feeling right now, what actions they could be taking. We're going to look at the same thing for you, and then we're going to look at the potential outcome. So let's dig into it. Tell me more, please, about this person. Let's dig into their energy, please. First card coming out is the Queen of Swords. You could be dealing with an air sign, a Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius. This is a very strong indicator of communication coming your way, Virgo. I think that this person wants to talk. Now, with the Queen of Swords energy, this is very much like a no bullshit kind of energy. Queen of Swords comes in, they're direct, and they're like, let's talk about it. Let's talk about all the shit that went down. Let's get the issues out on the table. The Queen of Swords doesn't confront the hard truths. She says it like it is, right? So she's about getting everything out in the open to clear the air. So it looks like this person could be coming towards you with a very kind of direct approach where it's like, let's talk, okay, Virgo? Let's talk about the issues. Let's get it out in the open and let's have a conversation. And it looks like they're going to be initiating that communication because this is showing up in their energy. Tell me more about this person right now, please. The Five of Wands, yeah. They want to hash it out. Really, Five of Wands is a card of conflict. You guys have probably been fighting. You've been butting heads. You've been having issues. And your person, like I literally just said a moment ago, was like, let's hash it out. Let's get it out in the open, you know? Let's talk about the issues. You got a problem with me? Let me know. Let me talk about it. Let me explain. Let's get through it. And so it's kind of like the opposite of somebody who's avoiding something. This is someone who is very directly going in, and they're basically like, okay, let's talk. Let's talk about the issues. Let's get it out there. Let's have a conversation. Let's get it all out in the open. And let's actually talk about the shit that went down within our relationship. Tell me more about this person's energy right now, please. And then the Two of Wands. Yeah. So basically what I think this person is saying is like, look, let's get this out in the open so we can figure out how we move forward. The Two of Wands is like, do I go this way or do I go that way? It's about the next step. It's about planning for what comes next. So your person, I think, is looking at this here, Virgo, and they're like, we got to hash these issues out and figure out what's going on right now, because that's going to determine the future of our connection here. Are we going to be together? Are we not going to be together? A lot of that is probably going to hinge on the conversation that happens between the two of you. So I feel like your person is probably coming in quite directly here, Virgo, wanting to address things because they want to know where things are potentially headed between the two of you. All right, tell me what this person could be feeling right now, please. Page of Pentacles, yeah. We're getting a lot of strong energy here to indicate that they're going to be reaching out to you. This is Earth energy, so you could be dealing with a fellow Earth sign, a Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn romantically. I feel very strongly that you could be getting some outreach from this person around this time, okay? They might even, I'm getting a little bit of energy with the Page of Pentacles of a peace offering. Maybe they start with some sort of outreach, even something tangible like a gift. They give you something to kind of break the ice, to extend an olive branch. I'm seeing that kind of energy. Tell me more about what this person could be feeling, please. The Four of Cups. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I think what's probably going on here between the two of you, if you're connecting with this today, Virgo, is that there's been a bit of an emotional shutdown. I'm going to suspect that maybe right now there's not a lot of communication happening between the two of you, but I think that's going to change quickly, because with the Four of Cups, that is a card of missed opportunity. So if the two of you are not really talking right now, I think your person's looking at it and they're like, yeah, we can keep it that way, or I can come in and initiate a conversation because I don't want to miss out on this opportunity here with Virgo. So I think your person might be shifting their perspective here a little bit, Virgo, where if they have been quiet, I feel like something is really changing for them, and they're seeing what is happening here between the two of you as a potential missed opportunity, right? And they're realizing that if they don't reach out and do something, right? If they don't do something to change the energy and the dynamic, they could miss out on something really good between the two of you. Tell me more about what this person could be feeling, please. Ace of Wands, there we go. Another ace, another card about a new beginning. Can we have a fresh start, Virgo? Can we try again? Can we do this over? Can we bring the passion back into the connection? So this could even be a little bit of a turnaround energy. Like I said, if you haven't been having much communication with this person, it does feel to me like something is really shifting within their energy where they're like, you know, enough is enough. Let's just talk. Let's just get out there and have those conversations and see where we land. All right, tell me what actions this person could be taking. The Nine of Swords, okay? So here's the thing, Virgo. I think they've been having a lot of sleepless nights here, probably about that 10 of Wands, right? So a lot of sleepless nights about this like really heavy energy that's been weighing on your relationship. And I think they're kind of trying to clear the air, because the Nine of Swords is like overthinking, it's anxiety, it's stress, it's sleepless nights. And I think that they're realizing, first of all, that's unhealthy. That feels awful. It's not good for anybody's mental health. But I also think that there's probably a lot of stories that they're creating. It doesn't feel good. And so they're coming in and taking action to kind of address these like anxieties, these issues, these problems within their relationship, because I think they're feeling very anxious about what has happened between the two of you, but they realize if they just keep ruminating on it, it's not going to solve anything. So they're going to have to actually start talking to you about what's going on. Tell me more, please, about what actions this person could be taking. King of Swords, wow. So look, you guys, we have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords showing up in your person's energy. So again, we're getting more of that air energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I feel like a little bit of a broken record, Virgo, but whenever I get repeating messages within the tarot, it's obviously indicating something important is going to happen. And so these cards are strongly saying, and this is showing up in your person's actions, like they want to talk. That's the big thing. They want to talk. They want to get it out in the open. Now, the thing that I do like here is that we have got the King and the Queen of Swords, okay? Don't worry about the gender so much, you guys, but The King and the Queen of the Tarot represent a mature type of energy. So it also indicates to me that with this person reaching out to you, there's probably a level of maturity in the approach that they're taking as well. So they're coming in and they're probably going to be level-headed, they're going to be calm, they're going to be clear-headed. And I think that could potentially help facilitate a conversation. I mean, we're going to look at you in a moment, Virgo, and see how you're feeling, but for them, it definitely looks like they want to talk. Tell me more about what actions they could be taking right now, please. And then the Temperance card, Sagittarian energy, okay? They want to bring things into balance, right? And so I feel there is a lot of motivation here coming from your person to want to resolve whatever heaviness currently exists in your relationship. They want to deal with the emotional baggage that exists between the two of you and ultimately bring the connection into a much more balanced energy with that Temperance energy, okay? So that's your person. Let's look at you. Tell me about Virgo right now, please. The Four of Swords, yeah. You're taking time and space right now. Like I said, for some of you, there might be distance. You might not be together. Maybe you're taking a bit of time apart. The Four of Swords is definitely an indicator of you having quiet space to think about how you feel and what you want moving forward. Tell me more about Virgo's energy right now, please. Okay, the Death card. So this is interesting because it kind of looks like you're thinking about, do we even have a future here together, right? Because the Death card is about an ending, but it is about an ending that leads to a new beginning. So there's a couple of things that could be going on here with that energy. It could be that you're looking at this situation and being like, is it over? You know, is there a path forward between us or is this done? That could be happening. The other thing that could be happening is, you know, sometimes the Death card to me in a love rating is kind of indicating like, one phase of the relationship needs to end so that you can have a new beginning. So it can be a transformative energy being like, even if you're in a tough place with you and your person, you know, that's like one phase of your relationship, that tough phase, that negative energy. But it is possible, it happens all the time, that people work through those issues and then they come out stronger on the other end and it feels like a new beginning within the relationship. So that's also possible. So I think you're kind of contemplating the options here. Tell me more about Virgo's energy, please. And then the Six of Swords. Regardless of whatever's going to happen here, I think you very strongly, Virgo, are like, I don't want to be stuck in this situation. You are very clearly looking at this and being like, I don't want to be in limbo. I don't want to be wondering what's going to happen. Like, I don't want to stay in this emotional baggage, this heavy energy. We need to figure this out. We need to figure out what we're doing here because I think you're just exhausted, which is kind of like what the Ten of Wands shows us. It's like that emotional exhaustion of dealing with a tough situation and then getting to the point where it's like, no, like something's got to happen here, whether we're together, we're not together, whatever it is, but I can't just keep existing in this level of stress. Something needs to shift and something needs to change. Tell me what Virgo could be feeling, please. Four of Pentacles. Okay. Well, I mean, the Four of Pentacles is indicating to some degree that you don't want to lose this person. You can see here literally in the imagery, it's like this person is holding on tightly to something that they don't want to let go of, right? And so there's a situation here where it's like this person like doesn't want to lose something. And this is your energy, right, Virgo? So to me, it tells me that you are holding on to this connection. So it's not just that you want to let go, but I also feel like with the Four of Pentacles, it's a good opportunity to check in and to ask ourselves, like, am I holding on for the right reasons? That's a very personal question, right? Am I holding on because it feels safe and familiar, or am I holding on because I truly see a future? That might be something to check in with yourself about. Tell me more, please, about what Virgo could be feeling. Five of Swords, yeah. What came to mind, Virgo, is that you're feeling salty, okay? So when I say that, when somebody is saying like, oh, they're feeling salty, you know, it's like they're upset about something that happened, right? And so I think there's still a little bit of, I'm getting like bitterness and resentment here, Virgo. Whatever went down between you and your person, you're still a little bit salty about it, right? You're like, I didn't like that. That didn't feel good. The Five of Swords is also like drama, drama, drama. And so I think you're not happy about that aspect. And I think there is still a bit of that pain here. Tell me more about what Virgo could be feeling, please. And then the Fool, that's interesting. I mean, the Fool represents a brand new beginning, taking a leap of faith. It's a fresh start. So there are a couple cards here because we've got two aces and we've got the Fool here. all of these cards have an element of a new beginning and taking a leap of faith. And so, I think, as I just said, maybe you're still a little hurt, still a little salty, still feeling a little bit of pain from whatever happened between the two of you. But it also feels like you're holding on, right? You don't want to lose this person. And there is a bit of energy for you, Virgo, suggesting that there is a hopefulness that maybe things could turn around within this connection. So let's see what actions you could be taking, please. Okay, so the first card that came out is really big, the Devil, all right? So let's break it down. The Devil represents something toxic, something unhealthy. And I'm not surprised to see this because we know there's some sort of emotional baggage weighing on the connection between you and your person. That comes from somewhere, Virgo, right? And so something has obviously happened here between the two of you, and you're looking at it and you're like, that's unhealthy and that doesn't feel good. And so you're taking action here to try to address the unhealthy aspects of the connection. Because if there's any way that you're going to consider moving forward with this person, I think you're looking at it and you're like, I'm not going back into that devil energy. I'm not going back into that negative cycle. I'm not going into that pattern again, the negative patterns, the things that have destroyed our relationship. That shit needs to be addressed, okay? And so I think you want to be with this person, but you're also very clearly like, if we're going to be together, we got to deal with the stuff that led to this problem so that we don't end up back in this pattern again. Tell me more about what actions Virgo could be taking right now. The Nine of Wands, yeah. So again, it's like the Nine of Wands is a heavier energy of like feeling you've gone to battle, feeling like there's been a challenge. I often say to you, the Nine of Wands to me can show up in a love reading when we feel like we've been really tested within a relationship, right? And so this is just kind of acknowledging, I think, and in a way validating, Virgo, that there has been some heaviness. There's been something that went down between the two of you. But the Nine of Wands is also a card of perseverance and resilience. It tends to also show up as an energy of not wanting to give up on something yet. It's like you still have that fight in you. You still have that energy of wanting to fight for the connection. And that's why I'm like, I think there is issues here that need to be addressed, but I am feeling that both of you have a level of motivation here to want to work on things. Tell me what other actions Virgo could be taking, please. The Tower. You are not messing around, my loves. You have the Death card and the Tower card in your energy. Those are big cards, you guys. So, okay, this is showing up in your actions. So you're shaking things up. Here's the thing. I think you're open to being with this person, but I also think you are very clear that things got to be different, okay, this time around, right? And so I think you're very open to still being with this person and working on things, but you are going to be very clear that the old way of doing things that led to problems, that's got to be broken down with that Tower. And then you guys are going to have a fresh start and rebuild. That's the only way I think you're going to consider it. Like, I think you're very frustrated by what happened. And I keep getting the word pattern that's coming up in my head, Virgo, throughout this reading. And so I'm like, is this a pattern? Is this a cycle that you guys have been in? I almost feel like there's an opportunity here to break that pattern once and for all. And I think you're really approaching it from that perspective where you're like, I do love this person, but like this shit has to stop. Like that's the kind of, that's what's coming into my mind. I don't know if you're talking like that or something, but I'm definitely picking up on the energy of someone who's like, I'm open to working on this, but I want to be very clear. I will not go back to the way things were before. So we got to figure this out so that if we decide to be together, we don't find ourselves in this same cycle in 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. Like this pattern of what we've been doing, I'm not doing it anymore. So we got to find a way to address it. So that's what I see for your energy. So let's see what the potential outcome is here. Let's take a look at the potential outcome. Wow. That is quite the outcome, Virgo. So the outcome here is the Sun, which is Leo energy. So maybe some of you guys are dealing with a Leo, but I always say to you, I personally, this is my opinion, I feel the Sun is the happiest card within the tarot. And so this is actually a really, really nice card to end up in the outcome because it's saying there's a happy ending here, right? And so this is one of those situations where obviously in the overall energy, we saw that there's some stress. But remember, Virgo, we also saw the Ace of Pentacles, which is like a fresh start. And we saw the Knight of Wands, which is like, let's move past the issues. So this to me is one of those encouraging readings that's kind of saying like, okay, you know, there's been something that happened between the two of you, but there is definitely a way forward if both of you are willing to work on things. And the outcome here is potentially something really happy. So you can get to a good place. You can work on this. You can end up with a happy outcome here. It's not a lost cause. To me, this is very much something that can be worked on. I think the tarot is kind of giving you that affirmation, that confirmation, or whatever, that validation to say, yeah, you know, this might be something that's worth fighting for. Again, assuming both of you are willing to put in the effort and assuming you guys are willing to take maybe a hard look at the patterns in your relationship and really commit to doing things differently moving forward so that you don't run into these problems again, right? But I think the potential here is definitely a happy outcome between the two of you. So it's definitely possible from what I see. So I'm going to leave it there for you, Virgo. If you enjoyed this reading, you know what to do. Give me a big thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. If you would like to get a personal reading, I do offer those through Etsy. The link is in the description box below the video. And of course, I wish you love, I wish you happiness, and we'll talk soon. Bye, guys.